No, this thumbnail is not clickbait. This is an actual thought that I had that I wanted to bounce off of you guys. Now, with the absolutely ridiculous prices of these Surging Spark cards, I am super tired of talking about Surging Sparks. I get it. The English market is absolutely soaking this product up, and it is on a upwards tear. And like I discussed in my past couple of videos, I had a feeling that this side of the market would eventually reach us, the dumb banana zone where everything is just up from here, where we're seeing new all-time highs in booster boxes, and pretty much we don't know what the ceiling for the singles can go, as well as the back end booster boxes of the Scarlet and Violet era. Now, I think that it has a lot to do with the investing side, sure. Now, here comes the scalpers and more. But I think that a majority of people here in this hobby now, it's now thinking it's pretty funny because I made a video like this almost a year ago, talking about how it was flip-flopped, how just collecting was so strong. And now we're here, and I knew that it would eventually come back. Just like everything in pretty much all markets, it just flips just a giant circle that'll eventually catch up. And now we're here. Now we're all the way back. What it feels like, I know we all kind of have the same consensus, is that it feels like the pandemic boom of the Vivid Voltage era, that around that time, to 2020 era of Pokemon, where we see scalpers, where we see fights on Reddit and on the internet in the comment section, that Pokemon is just filled with drama and heated takes. This morning I woke up and watched a ton of my favorite PokeTubers, and the guys that I look up to are the ones more focused on collecting, like Opossum Bud and Dama. These guys, I can tell they are very passionate with their collecting, and I think that is very important in this space, especially right now, because besides a few content creators, most of these people that are making Pokemon YouTube videos are just about investing, which is fine. I also do some Pokemon invest. But if you guys have been on the ride of this channel, I tell you guys, I buy either a case of booster boxes, 1 to sell or 2 to sell, and then 2 to keep for my personal collection, rinse and repeat, and I'm constantly trying to grow my personal collection. If I make some money out of these booster boxes, great, but it's not a end all be all for me. But I really miss the banter of just 2 dudes or 2 girls talking, or a group of people just discussing what their favorite Pokemon cards are, who their favorite artists are, etc. Not, hey, I'm a Shinji Kanda fan because it holds this giant price point. Oh, we only buy so-and-so artist because it's expensive. Right now in Pokemon, we are so tied to the price point. If your collection doesn't have a couple of $100, if not $1,000 PSA 10 alt-arts, then your collection is whatever. But I believe this is what happens in a bull market. We are officially in a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet bull market. We knew that the back half was gonna get crazy. We knew that the moment that Pokemon hit it out of the park with a booster box, that it was going to be consumed greatly. I didn't know that Surging Sparks was going to be accepted this much. I thought it was a good set, but for it to be the main topic for this many weeks is pretty crazy, even though we have Prismatic Evolutions, which is going to go insane as well. But to see the booster box prices and the top special illustration rare if you're in English, special art rare in Japanese, Pikachu, it's a good card. Again, I'm gonna keep on telling you guys, it's a good card, but it is not worth that $500-600. It is absolutely insane, and that is an extreme overvalue. I believe right now in English, if you're an English investor in singles, you guys will buy anything. You guys will absolutely buy anything. A perfect example is the Magneton Pokemon Center ETB promo. I get it. There is a giant market for the PSA 10 versions. They're going to be hard to grade. They're in an ETB. They're going to come all scrambled up because the box is just, the promo is just bouncing around in the box. I understand. But the prices that you guys are paying hand over fist for some of these cards that are not old at all is mind blowing. And on this channel, I try to inform you guys to just pump the brakes, because these cards will eventually come back down to earth. I cannot say that enough. Even though I believe the first half of the Scarlet and Violet era was amazing. We had sets like Paldea Evolved, Temporal Forces, two of my favorite sets, and Mask of Change was great as well. I opened those both up in English and Japanese, had so much fun, amazing sets. But now, those are completely forgotten. Those are the, you know, those are the crap. Those are the battle styles. This is the Vivid Voltage. It's the garbage of the Scarlet and Violet era. We have Surging Sparks. This is the new tag team of the SV era. And when enough people believe that, this is what we get. We get a raging bull market. We get scalpers. We get all the negative people coming up back into the space. And I wanted to bring that up because it will reflect the hobby in all markets. I believe personally that it's going to get crazier. Once we see that prismatic evolutions drop, it's going to get nuts. You think that the Pikachu is going to get bad? Just wait till that Umbreon comes out. Just wait till, I guess Espeon would be number 2 in the most loved evolution. Just wait. You guys thought that market manipulation was a thing early on in the SV era? Just wait. You think a $3,000 Pikachu is gonna go crazy? No. We got real money. We got dumb money right now coming into the Pokemon market. You guys have seen nothing yet. And I do like to consume all forms of Pokemon content here on YouTube. I like watching the investing channels. I do enjoy some of them. I do like the Pokemon banter. I like podcasts, etc. But one of my favorite podcasts is the Pokemon USA podcast. Eli does a great job on discussing the markets, and he does have Nostalgianomics, which I'm not a huge fan on, but he does have some pretty good takes, and he does have a lot of skin in the game. But there was a noticeable conversation between the two talking about the Surging Sparks set. Nostalgianomics was saying that because Surging Sparks is getting so hard to obtain in English, people are going to start looking at other languages. And I completely agree. I've been saying this for the past couple of videos on my channel that it's going to get hard to get a lot of these cards, and people like me, they're going to start looking to other languages. That's what I did. I was priced out of English multiple times this year. It was super annoying that I couldn't just pick up some of my favorite sets at a decent price. I wasn't going to pay resale. And this will affect the markets that I love. I love Japanese cards. I love Korean cards. I love simplified Chinese cards. But the thing that he said that absolutely bothered me, and I know a lot of people feel the same way because I see it in the comments. I see it in the comments every time I bring up other Asian languages. I tell you guys, hey, if you guys like this card or you want to just rip packs, go open Korean. The cards are great. They look great. They feel great. You're going to have fun and time over there. I say, hey, if you want to open Surging Sparks, try opening Super Electric Breakers in Japanese for a fraction of the cost, $40, especially for you that have kids that just want to play with the common cards, you know? It's a much better affordable option. Well, Nostalgianomics plain out called Japanese garbage. They asked, one person in the comment section in the chat asked, what do you think about investing in Japanese cards? Or what do you think about opening Japanese cards or the Japanese prices? And he said, I don't collect garbage. It's completely out of pocket. And I still think that Japanese is the best language in Pokemon. I mean, come on. Pokemon comes from Japan. Japanese cards still have an insane texture that a lot of English cards don't have. If you don't believe me, there's so many videos on YouTube comparing the two. And it may not hold a crazy value like in English. But hey, I recommend that you guys go check out the Umbreon VMAX in Japanese. That card is not cheap. It's still a very expensive card. And to me personally, I like the characters in Japanese just better. But the whole comment that Japanese and other Asian languages are just pure garbage, it just doesn't sit well with me. That I know that there's people that watch this channel that feel the same way as me. I love opening and ripping packs just to myself. It just feels good. I love these characters. I got plushies all over the wall back here. I love the anime. I love watching it with my family. Pokemon has a very special place in my heart. But for the majority of people that are here now in the space, it's definitely changed from when I came back. There's definitely more people focused on the money aspect in this hobby, and it really sucks. I got back into the space because I wanted to feel the nostalgia of opening cards, the nostalgia of meeting up with people, meeting people on the internet, good people like you guys that watch this channel, trading and just helping each other out with personal collection goals. That's why I came back here, not for the money. This card can mean, this Feebas, it's not a crazy card, but this card could have $200. Doesn't matter. For me, it's just going straight into my binder. I love the art. It's cool. This is why I'm here. And I guess I'm trying to tell you guys to just not worry about the price point, that there is nothing wrong with just collecting some of these cards. The final comment that he made, Nostalgianomics made, was that if Japanese decides to get their stuff together and stop overprinting, that some of these cards will actually hold value. Well, if you're watching Nostalgianomics, I know you're not, but some of us like to open cheap booster boxes. Some of us like to collect cheap cards. It is not always about the value of these cards. I made this channel right here to give you guys the best prices for some of these cards. I know that there's a lot of people that watch this channel that can't afford the $200 alt arts. They can't afford even the $20, $30 GX cards or tag team cards from Sun and Moon. But I will find you guys the better deal. If it's in simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, Korean, I open Korean cards on this channel to show you guys that is still a pretty fun experience and that you could still pull some amazing cards. I applaud Pokemon Japan for reprinting all of this into the ground, to making Japanese products so readily available and so cheap to pick up. Because for collectors like me, binder collectors like me, even if you want to grade some of these cards, sure, it's not going to hold a crazy value, but you're going to have a piece of awesome art for your collection and maybe for the rest of your life. That's all I got for you guys. I know it's a little rant, but let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. Am I crazy? Do I love Pokemon a little bit too much? Probably. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys with a fresher video. I think I'm going to open up some Pokemon cards to end all this flustering talk and end the market debates of Surging Sparks and blah, blah, blah. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Fresh new video.